Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Fad Show. So the time has finally come to get my E39 M5 up to my very high standards. I have a whole pile of parts here. I'm not really sure how many episodes this will end up being to go ahead and put all this stuff in the car, but my plan is to just start at the back of the car and work my way forward. So I think my goal for tonight is to do the differential fluid and the transmission fluid, which shouldn't take me too long. If I get real ambitious, I might do the fuel filter also, continuing to work my way forward. So parts I have for that, for the diff, I ended up just going with liquid moly 75 140. This is for limited slip diffs. So yeah, that's what I'm going for that. And then for the transmission, I'm going with this like Phoebe 7580 GL5. This is actually the first time I've ever put Phoebe in my car. Technically, FCP Euro said this is OE oil. The only reason I got it, to be honest with you, is because they were sold out of everything else at the time when I got it. So my plan is to use this as a flush. I'm just gonna run it for like 500, 1,000 miles, and then I'll probably end up putting in some red line. I actually think I'm gonna go with like the cocktail that some people run with red line, with like half MTF, half ATF. And my car has a short throw diamond short throw shifter, so it's kind of like hard to tell how notchy it is, but it's definitely kind of notchy, so trying to free it up a little bit. So that's parts for that, and then I have a Hanks fuel filter if I end up getting to that tonight. So with that, let's get straight to it. Alright, so for the drain and fill plug for the differential, it's going to be a 14mm Allen. You can see the drain plug here, fill plug here. I know I say it every time I do make a video on this, but obviously fill plug has to come out first, then the drain plug, just in case you drain the fluid out and then you can't put any in. Obviously that would be a bad day. So it's 14mm Allen. This one looks like it might be a little bit tight. I think I might be okay with my setup. If you have the stock exhaust, I think this actually runs even closer, so you might have to figure something out with that. This definitely does not have to get put on that tight. And yeah, you might want to get some earplugs to put in your nostrils, because this stuff is going to stink. Yep, that is a very pungent smell. Alright, so I just went ahead and put my socket in there, and then I'm going to use a 14mm wrench to hopefully break it free. Hopefully this one's not on as tight as the other. Yeah, I'm not going to like putting an extension on this. Alright, so I hit it with a little bit of penetrant. Although I've never really understood if penetrant works for plugs, since technically they're supposed to seal, but I don't know. Oh, that was close. Almost landed in the nasty oil. Alright. Yahtzee. Here comes the nasty stuff. Hopefully it's not too brown. Yeah, I would say it's due for a change. I mean, it's not terrible, but a little too dark for what it should look like. Alright. Get the fresh oil and get the new plugs. Alright, so the drain plugs that came off, they had crush washers. The new FCP Euro ones I have like rubber gaskets in there, so not using crush washers. And obviously there's no way I'm getting a torque wrench in here, so I'm just gonna go snug with this, and then like a 1/8 or 1/4 of a turn. Not crazy like the person before. So more than enough. All right, and conveniently enough, I think there's gonna be enough room that I don't have to use a pump, that I can just get this bottle in here and squeeze it in. Fuck, maybe I shouldn't speak too soon. I'm not gonna lie, it might have been easier to get the pump, but I did finally get it to spill over. I just had to mangle the two bottles to get it all in there. So I'll go ahead and clean this up and put the fill plug back in. So working our way forward, you can see the very messy transmission, and I'm really hoping that it's just these drain plugs that are leaking and not the casing itself. It looks like maybe it's coming from there, or maybe this is engine stuff that's getting blown backwards. I don't know, but anyways, process is here's makes no difference the same to the differential. Remove the fill plug first, and of course, once again, someone put this on way too tight. I'm gonna get a breaker bar, and I like seeing the sticker. Yeah, right, lifetime oil. Lifetime oil, maybe, so you can buy a new transmission from the dealership. I'm not even gonna tell you what I had to do to get this bolt off. Let's just say that was involved. That scared me to death, because if this thing snapped inside the transmission, it's pretty much game over. But it's loose now. Loose is a relative term. Yeah. I really hope this isn't cross-threaded from some time before. All right. I just gotta think about these upside down bolts. Oh, holy crap. I don't know if someone tried to stop it leaking by putting 8 million foot-pounds on it, but that's not what you're supposed to do. Holy crap. Whew. Oh, wow. That is disgusting. And that is 100% exactly why I call bullshit on life of the transmission oil. 50 Newton meters, kids, not 8,000. That's all you need. It's pipe thread. All right. This Phoebe one, conveniently enough, has a little spout too, although I'm not sure this is going to be long enough. I might have to get the pump. Yeah, I'm just going to get the pump. Fuck. I think it's one of those times where you need another hand. So that was my first time using one of those things, and the last. That was a pain in the ass and made a mess. I'm going back to the tried and true. Maybe it takes forever. I don't care. It works. It's like it's just perfectly spilling over just as I empty the second bottle. I mean, there's still, both of them have a little bit more left in them that I could potentially try and get out of there, but. There we go. And now time to make this clean again. Well, that's a lot better. I could spend all night getting it to where you could eat off your transmission, but really I just wanted to clean it up so I can monitor it and see, make sure it's not the casing seal that's leaking. I honestly think it might be engine oil from a valve cover leak a long time ago, because it was even like up above even where the fill plug was. So I don't think it's transmission oil, I think it was engine oil, but nevertheless I'll be able to watch it going forward and make sure there's no leaks. So that's a wrap on this episode. 2 easy jobs done. Pile is a little bit smaller, but hopefully next time we can make an even bigger dent on that. I think I'm going to hold off on the fuel filter tonight. I want to make sure I can get this episode edited and out to you. Fuel filter, actually I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do with the car in the quick jacks, because it looks like the plastic panel you have to take out to access it might be under the quick jacks currently. So I'll have to figure that out next time. Probably maybe do the oil pan gasket and oil flush and oil change. And then maybe I'll do the suspension and save the power steering lines for last, because I think those are going to be the most challenging. But anyways, yeah, two easy jobs. Hopefully we'll make a slight improvement. I think you'll definitely be able to notice the shifter feel. Obviously the diff is kind of hard to tell, but that oil was disgusting in the transmission. So that is 100% why I call bullshit on that being life of the transmission oil. I'm pretty sure that was the original oil, and wow, that was terrible. So yeah, good thing that I got the wrong oil too, because that's going to force me to do a flush to get even more of that crap out of the transmission. So yeah, check back in 500, 1,000 miles, put some nice red line stuff in there, and we'll see how much crap actually comes out of there. I guess if I was thinking, I should have probably put a little bit of ATF in there just as like detergent to get some more crap out of there. But anyways, hope you guys liked this episode, and as always, if you really liked it, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for next time where we'll continue more work on my E39 M5. Thank you guys. Bye.